Hello and welcome to the Site-65 podcast. I am your host, Robert Tomato Peterson. Joining us today, we have ethics assistant Koofy,
Hello.
and joining us also as Wybert.
Hello, I am Wybert. I am totally not creepy and weird.
Okay, that was too far, Robert.
God.
I'm just having fun. You do a good opening, Wybert.
Aw,
do, you
thank
do.
you.
Anyways, welcome to the Site-65 podcast. Thank you all for the support we've been getting over the past couple of weeks. It's been tremendous. Views are blowing up. Engagement is up. Everything's looking good, and we're very happy to be doing this show for you guys. We have a smaller ensemble cast this week, just because everyone is off working. But yeah. So we have Koofy and we have Wybert here, and I am Tomato. So I want to just get this out of the way. You could find us on a lot of social medias, Twitter or X, depending on whatever you want to call it. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We also have a support page if you want to support the podcast. Yeah, but just remember, this has to stay within the site system. No one outside of the foundation is supposed to know about this podcast. If you share it with someone outside of this podcast, you will be redacted. Is that understood? Good? Good. All right. So how have you all been?
I've been chilling, dealing with ethical violations. You heard about the techie with the gun last week.
Which one? There's literally thousands of them.
Techie with a gun's a conduct violation, not an ethics violation.
I mean, it's a little bit of both because it's putting Foundation personnel at harm.
Nothing is scarier on this site than a tech expert and or a JR with a gun.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You clearly never met me with a gun.
That is true.
I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you.
So, ethics assistant Koofy, you are new to the podcast, so we have a couple things we typically like to ask new people on the podcast. First things first being, how did you end up on site? Like, how'd you end up in the position you're in? If you can tell us that. And then the other thing is, what is the craziest thing you've seen on site in your time here?
Oh, okay. Let's start with my background. I'm an ex-Marine. I got hit with shrapnel in my side. About 3 weeks after I fully recovered, Foundation sent 2 guards to my door to come and, quote, pick me up. They ended up slipping me some sleeping pills. Or attempting to, anyways. They dragged me inside the facility, sat me down. I had a chat with who was it again? Oh, Chief of Security. They wanted me to come as a cadet. Took me about 3 or 4 months to work my way out of cadet, which is fairly fast. Not that bad. I went through officer to riot sergeant. I ended up getting suggested for the captain position. Then after captain, they offered me the ethics assistant position. So very big turn there. Not much happened in between my retirement as a captain and my acceptance of ethics assistant. And then for the craziest thing I've seen on site. Probably an 079682 breach featuring 106.
Yeah, geez, that doesn't sound very fun at all.
Yeah, no.
Was it like, did 682, like, well, I can't really say he broke out 079 because, wait, did you say 079 or 076?
079.
Okay, sorry. I guess for some reason that slipped my mind. So did 079 like hack out both FCPs, or was it just coincidence?
There was a 682 test going on that went horribly wrong, and then
Ah,
some idiotic engineer was doing maintenance on 079 and connected him to the internet. Which I
oh,
don't know why the
Jesus.
fuck we have an Ethernet port in there, but we do.
Well, it's technically a phone jack line because we used to have landlines in there, and you can connect to the internet through some weird port in there. I don't entirely know the specifics of it. I'm just a scientist. I'm not a computer hacker.
Me neither. But like at the same time, they should have done a briefing at least. I think it ended up in 150 casualties
Oh,
total.
Jesus.
I think a majority of them being Foundation. I know it
That's
made its
awful.
way to. It made its way to Pinewood for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Pinewood's been crazy as of late. Not to deviate from your story, but Pinewood's been crazy as of late. They've been going through mayors like no other. Seems like every day I come to work, there's a new mayor in Pinewood who's like some tyrannical leader who gets shot by the end of the day, and then the next day there's a new one.
For real though. Like I've noticed that.
The citizens of Pinewood are like the inbred hillbillies of Canada, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
Ah.
So yeah, thank you for that, Goofy.
Of course.
Wybert, what have you been up to anything recently?
Oh, you know, just the usual stuff I can't talk about. Just interesting things.
Okay.
I
Well, oh, sorry, go ahead.
So we ended at the I believe last episode was the Valentine's Day episode. And I was thinking I haven't I didn't actually do anything for Valentine's Day, so I went out my way to write myself a letter for my best friend in the whole wide world. My best friend, Ethics member Charles. He loved it. I wrote him a letter. I baked him some cake. I even made a steak. It was amazing. He loved it.
Ooh.
You're a good person.
I know I am.
Yeah, I didn't do much for Valentine's Day. Just kind of hung out on site. I gave some SCPs some candies and some cards and stuff like that. It was cute, and then went home. But not much really special.
They didn't
going
let you
on.
have Valentine's Day off?
No.
What?
We don't get like any days off as researchers. We get like Christmas and New Year. That's about it.
No way.
The only thing that you should love is the Foundation Legal Codex, buddy.
Yeah, we don't really get anything off. It's kind of lame, but at the same time, like, I get it. Science needs to be done and these things need to be studied, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind, like, the other day was President's Day in America. We didn't get that off.
No way.
Yeah. Why are you saying no way? Do you get all those days off?
I get holidays off.
Oh my god.
Like official governmental holidays, I get off.
Why is President's Day a holiday in Canada?
I don't know.
That is a good point. Maybe we're just following what the Americans do.
We should have Prime Minister Day off. I love our overlord Justin Trudeau.
So we have a bunch of news stories to go through. As people who have listened to this to this podcast know, I like to pull news stories from the site's news pamphlet and just talk about ones that I find interesting or we could find interesting. So today, first story, today is National Muffin Day. Muffins are served in the cafeteria and include blueberry, chocolate chip, and banana bread. You get 2 per hour.
Oh. Oh, my fat ass is gonna have to make my way down there.
What do you mean? We're in the cafeteria right now. They're like 10 feet from us.
Shh, I'm blind.
Have you not been eating these muffins the entire time? You have 2 on your plate right now.
Hey. Don't gotta out me like that.
These are really good.
Anyways, I'm annoyed I mean, yeah, they're pretty good, but I'm annoyed that all the chocolate chip ones are gone.
My fault.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh my god. You people and your chocolate chip obsessions. Anyways, next news story. Story. I can't talk
Story?
today. I'm like stumbling through my words and I don't know why. And I'm not even drunk. That's the crazy part. Site administration would like to remind Foundation staff not to microwave fish or fish-based products in the Foundation breach shelter during a Code 5 breach. Not only is the smell horrible, but the smell attracts SCPs.
Well,
I remember once I tried to put my casserole in the microwave and some idiot destroyed it. God damn it.
I've lost faith
Never
in the
trust these
Foundation.
microwaves.
Yeah. I don't know why we have the microwave in there. I mean, it just seems like a hassle because as soon as it beeps, it's going to attract SCPs.
Right, like, come on.
I don't know.
Then
And,
682 is just hungry always.
Yeah, but he's not hungry for fish. He's hungry for us. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
There actually is a news story regarding 682. We are no longer allowed to throw raves in 682's chamber while he is in his acid. Someone accidentally dropped a sheet of acid tablets into 682's containment, and 682 began to hallucinate.
What?
Yeah, so basically, Medical was throwing raves in
Oh my
682's
God.
containment while 682 was in his acid pit. So, like, you know, he couldn't really get out. He was just kind of banging against the metal, but it kind of fit the beat of, like, EDM that was playing. And, yeah, apparently one of them just dropped a sheet of acid, like, laying, like, just sitting there. And then 682, like, licked it up. And, yeah, 682 was tripping.
Oh my
So you're telling me they put acid in his acid?
It wasn't necessarily in his acid. It was just laying on the floor by his acid. But I see where you're going with that, and I'm
how
going
are
to
we
hit you
gonna
on the
put
head
the
with a
blame?
newspaper because that was a bad joke.
Oh, God damn it, not again. But how are we gonna put the blame on consultant diseased?
We didn't. It was Pickle.
It was Pickles? Oh my God.
What do you mean Pickles? Is that a medical person?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Pickles.
Oh, great. First we have Keegan talking about Carl, now we have you talking about Pickles. Who is Pickles?
I love Carl.
Pickles is an okay combat medic. He's not... But he's not... He's in between, and it's like a healthy bad obsession.
Ew.
Yeah.
That
I'm pretty
doesn't
sure
sound
he's
very
addicted
fun.
to Pickles, because Pickles is his code name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather him be addicted to, like, vegetables than, like, crack.
I mean, a little bit of cocaine never hurt anybody.
It hurt me.
I'm joking.
I would hope so. Wybert, we're gonna have to have this man tested after.
Yeah, I've been clean for 3 years. You don't want me to relapse right in front of you right now. You don't want to be the cause of that, do you?
No.
Wybert, the only reason you're clean from cocaine is because you subsidized it with alcohol intake.
I mean, whatever gets the day through faster.
You know what they say, the weekend lasts longer if you start drinking on Wednesday.
God, you people are hopeless. Anyways, Site administration has been cracking down on third-party applications found on cellular devices. If your phone or tablet contains YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, bring it to the nearest MTF for it to be shot with a Spaz 12.
No.
I kind of agree with that. No. Go ahead.
We're issued Foundation devices for a reason.
Yeah.
I have my personal device on me, but I also have my Foundation device on me.
Yeah, but sometimes sometimes you need to like document a test. So like you got to pull out your Foundation phone to take a photo, and you accidentally pull out your new iPhone to take a photo.
And you accidentally open up our today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
First off, how would that even work? Second off, we don't have a sponsor. I keep telling you this. We're not at the level yet where we can be monetized. Plus, any money we make from this podcast would go directly to site administration.
Man, site administration makes me mad.
Yeah, me too.
Should we talk about how we hate site administration?
Yeah, we prefer Foundation Command, honestly.
Yeah. Foundation Command can be a bit iffy too. Let's talk about Site-65's new director of research.
Yeah, Kira.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
He's the dude that walks around that has a mechanical crow on his shoulder.
That narrows it down. I still don't know.
Yeah, basically, he showed up like a month ago, and he was a JR, and now he's director of research.
Yeah.
He just soared through the ranks. Oh my god. I'm thinking he's an industry plant.
No, I can promise you he's not. I've had to sign off on a couple of his documents back when he was a senior researcher. He does amazing work.
Oh no, he does amazing work, but also he came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Robert, please trust what the assistant of Site Command is telling you. They would never lie to you, Robert.
Oh yeah, no one in the site would ever lie to me, clearly.
No, never.
Yeah, of course.
Next news story. The concept of putting SCP-096 in a hamster wheel and having him power the Foundation will no longer be approved by site administration for testing. You could kind of blame me for this one.
It was approved before?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the whole concept. We put him in a ball that is... You can't see into it. Basically, we enclose him in a ball. That ball sits on I guess a dial or something. I'm not sure how to really describe it. It sits on a platform that allows it to rotate in place and generate electricity. Then we have a D-class stand off to the side of the ball and look at a photo in a manila envelope of SCP-096's face. SCP-096 will cry and then eventually get very angry and start running, but he will run in place because he will just be spinning the ball. He will run forever, and we will have electricity. And unfortunately, that didn't work.
Who signed off on the test? That's my question.
Dalton.
Bro. I'm gonna need to go find Dalton and talk to him.
I mean, that you can after this, but yeah, Dalton signed off on it. We thought it was a good idea. 096 proceeded to break. He didn't necessarily break the ball off of the platform. More or less, he just ran so hard that it eventually flew off the platform, and he ran over the D-class. I mean, it was kind of funny, but at the same time, like, yeah.
One hell of an ethical concern. Holy shit.
Next up, we have a report from the site's esports team. The site's esports team. Yeah, it's kind of a new thing. The site's esports team is looking to expand into other games, including Overwatch and TF2. As of late, they've just been playing CS2.
Okay.
Yeah, they had matches against the CI and GOC recently, where I think they won one and lost one. I can't remember. I'd have to pull up my notes.
Okay.
And final news story. This is directly from Site Command. There is no frozen giant squid in the frozen lakes in Pinewood. All rumors of such are to cease immediately.
Oh, there's 100% a giant squid.
Yeah, I know,
shut
right?
Up.
It's like what do you mean, shut up?
It's not real.
What do you mean it's not real? There clearly is.
Real.
They're telling us the way it's worded. They're telling us that there's a giant squid.
They just don't want us to know it. It's okay. It's okay.
Bro, Wybert,
listen.
Think of the calamari.
This is a safe place. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's gonna say anything. Nobody's gonna report anything.
Yeah, it's not like anyone's gonna hear this.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like I could start talking about that thing right now, and nobody would even know.
Info breaches are a little different. Info breaches are a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the news stories I had for this week. I don't really have much else to talk about. It's kind of a shorter episode this week, just because we don't have that many people here. But Kofi, do you have anything you want to say to the nice folks listening around the foundation?
Ever seen ethical complaint? Come to me. I'll handle it.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle it. Thank
I'm
you.
sort of an ethical expert.
I am the ethical
I don't
expert.
think so, Wybert.
I was there when the FLC was written.
I was there when the Code of Ethics was written.
The Code of Ethics doesn't exist anymore. That's so last year.
What do you mean the Code of Ethics doesn't exist?
It doesn't exist. We've replaced it with the FLC.
The Code of Ethics still exists.
No, it doesn't.
Yay.
You're delusional. Well, what else is our Code of Conduct too?
Yeah.
No, it's all in the FLC, buddy.
No. FLC, one of the very last things is ethical violation.
Well, yes, the
Ethical
FLC is
violation one and
comprised of
two.
a conduct concern and ethical concern. That's why it exists, to encompass both concerns within one document.
Yes. But, like, the Code
Because,
of Ethics
if you were
still
going to still
exists.
have the Code of Ethics, you'd let you just have 3 documents. And that's too much documents when you can just have one.
When we still have the 3. We still have the Code of Conduct, the Code of Ethics, and the Foundation Legal Codex.
No, we definitely got rid of the codes.
No.
You're delusional.
I can show you the document hanging up in my office.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't believe you. I think you're trying to gaslight me.
Why?
Because I know for a fact that if the Code of Ethics existed, I would know about it.
We need to get in contact with Site Command. Because it
Yeah.
most definitely does exist.
Hold on, let me call my ethics expert real quick.
I thought you were the ethics expert.
Ooh, he got you there.
No, I am the ethics expert.
Mhm,
I have a guy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Seems
You
like
have
you
a
were just
guy.
caught in 4K there.
4K HD.
No, trust me, I have a guy.
All right. Well, anyways, this has been the Site-65 podcast. I've been your host, Robert Tomato Peterson, along with Kofi and Wybert. Thank you all very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.